Welcome back everyone to Welstopia. Down there we have the Nether Portal Shrine, and down in that direction under the water we have the Harbor Shrine. Now I want to make the main shrine, the really big one. I said I was planning on making as many as 3 of them, and the third one, this looks like a really nice place for it. There was a whole bunch of seaweed down here, though as you can see I have removed it. And I think I could put a nice underwater shrine here. Now, this is also going to be a really safe spot for the spirits that live down here because I used my conduit already, so this isn't going to be a place where too many people are going to be able to readily breathe, so that should keep those pesky humans from bothering them too often. There you go. So maybe I should range for underwater breathing potions. Wait a minute. Don't I have a source of those already? A little quick check says that I have 3 potions of water breathing here. That will be very, very useful. And also, plenty of ingredients for making more of them, right? Because I just need pufferfish, I believe. I think it's redstone, or is it glowstone, or blaze powder. I'll figure out what I need and make a whole bunch of these. There you go. 9 potions of water breathing. That should be plenty for what I need to do. While I was here, I learned, much to my surprise, that my spider farm apparently is in a slime chunk. Ah! Right? Is this a slime? Hold it. Aren't we too high for a slime chunk to be active? I think it was because I'm in a swamp biome. Though apparently there are a couple of creepers in the area too, unfortunately. Which is why I don't like to have this place open at night. But it was... Yes, that spider farm was at level 60, which is of course way, way too high. So I would presume it had something to do with being in a swamp biome. And I need to do some repairs, apparently. For this project, I'll naturally be needing more of the prismarine brick and sea lanterns. So I went over to the prismarine farm, and I have 5 stacks of each, and 6 stacks, in fact, of prismarine brick, which I hope will be enough. And if it's not, well, I could always make another trip there, because that's a very efficient farm, I might have mentioned before, and it seems to be really producing huge amounts of it. I figure that I can build this thing. How about... Do I dare try a sphere? No, I have a feeling a sphere is going to be... A sphere might just be too difficult to do. Let's see how high is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if I did a sphere of 15, would that be able to work? I want to compare it to what I have over at my failed attempt at a dome over there, because what happened here is obviously going to go into whether or not a sphere is possible. Now I said 15 for that one. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 6. That's 17. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, that's 17. So this is actually has a larger radius. Well, actually, that's the reason why the spheres failed, is I didn't really build that dome in really a sphere shape. It was more like a pyramid shape, it almost looks like here. Hmm. Does it work, or is this one of those ideas I should just dispense with and squash before it tries to fester my mind? Now, one of the advantages of building a sphere out of prismarine, though, is that with prismarine you do have stairs available and also slabs. I know this, apparently it is too late. It has infected me, so I am going to, oops, get this cleared out so I can at least have a, I don't have to clear out everything, I just need a point at the bottom that is going to be the edge of the sphere, and do some calculations to see what I need to do in order to make a 15 diameter sphere in Minecraft. Of course, using stairs and slabs won't really help all that much because while the stairs work fine in the vertical direction, they don't work really in the horizontal direction all that well. So better nix that idea and just go with the regular resolution that you would have. And I figure that we could put the center of the sphere right here, and then we could build a circle in each of the two dimensions going around, and once I have that, then I could start filling in for what goes above it. This is probably going to have some very, very humorous results. But hopefully when I come to the serious parts and spending a lot of time underwater, I'll remember by that time to actually use one of these water breathing potions I went to the trouble of making. Then let us begin. Woo! I can breathe! And let's start by clearing this away a little bit. Now I want a little area like 1, 2, 3. I am leaving the corners not done because I think that'll be consistent with this actually being a circle at the bottom that we have here. And that'll be the beginnings of our sphere. What we're going to do is we are going to create a circle that's going to go up and around and like that, because we need 3 circles in order to start this thing. We are going to have the circle down here. Then we're going to have the, well, we're going to have the circle that goes around like this, then a circle that goes in that direction, and then the circle that's going to be halfway up once we get to that spot. Now I am going to be needing a little bit of support here. Do I have any gravel? Yes, I do have some gravel. We could start by putting some gravel there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there. Oh, good. Good thing I don't have to breathe for 8 minutes. Good. And let's see if I can actually do this right. Because if I remember correctly, I need to put that there, and then put this. Unfortunately, I still sink. Even if I can breathe on the water, I still sink when I am here. I don't think there's any way around that I know of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, is it that simple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that is actually it. That's a little less complicated than I was expecting it to be. Well, of course, I do have to. I have a shovel. Apparently not. I think a water affinity item would have also been useful to have. But I'm not going to worry about fishing for one of those. Let's go and do this. Don't tell me course, I got a piece of flint out of that. Why not? Because that's the last thing they wanted, right? So of course I got some flint out of that. Alright, that's 2. Oops. No, I only wanted 1 from that. So that's the thing that's going to make this take a little time, is make sure I don't put any extra blocks, because extra blocks means more time in undoing it, and this is not the best environment for undoing things. So right, 1, 2, 1. Speaking of having to undo things. Next! The flaw in using gravel in any case is that it only worked while going in one direction. Going in the other direction, of course, gravel is no longer useful for the purpose I had in mind. Right? Yep. So we need to go out, because now gravel would just simply fall down if I put it there. So I'll just have to try another method in the end. And actually, yes, of course, do it that way, dim bulb. Alright, well, so it actually would work in the end. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, yeah, 1. Oh, stupid. Of course, I had that backwards on my template. What I needed to do was to go out 2 in this direction, then go out 1 this way, then up 2 this way, and I left that in place because I knew that would be at the right spot. That's what I needed to do. Good grief. That would have been a really strange sphere. Well, at least I caught that at the beginning rather than finding that out while I was halfway through this potentially mess of a build that I would have had if I did that completely wrong. There you go. We have the first of the circles. I can pick all this stuff up, which means now I can do the circle that's on the other axis and really be able to get this going. And once I have both axes done, then I could worry about the flat circle, which theoretically probably should be the easiest one of the bunch, right? Yeah, you know that's the one I'm going to get wrong then. There we go. There is our circle there. I think we just need to add a little bit around here for our side stairs we had on the other side. And I think, oh that's right, we went like this, like that. Right, yeah, that way we do it like that and like that. So what we did at the bottom. Good. And there we have our 2 axes, our first of our 2 axes. So now we just need a third one, and the third one then will be starting right around here and going all the way through there. Whee! I think I said before that this should be the easy one. I don't know why I said that, because this is the one that's going to be right smack in the middle of the water. And I have a lot more challenge, I think, trying to keep everything up at the right level. And I'm sure I have a couple of errors on this as I'm trying to get this done. Let's see if I could do it within 6 minutes. I think I have about 6 minutes left before my third potion runs out. This is going to be quite costly. I would say between episodes I am going to have to make myself a few more of these water breathing potions because they are going to be very, very handy in handling this particular situation. There you go, there you go. The other thing is I want to get more. I'm obviously going to have to get some more prismarine brick also because I've gone through 2 stacks of these things and I'm just creating the outline right now. So I could use some regular prismarine for some of the other areas, and I do have to decide where I want to put the sea lanterns because eventually I will be using a number of those. There we have our 3 axes all nice and complete. Now of course I am going to have to fill that in. The question is what I'm going to fill that in with. I'm thinking of doing some prismarine in there, but I'll probably have on the quarters, maybe have some more prismarine brick there, then prismarine to fill in the rest. So of course we also need some sea lanterns. I need to have some good places to put those. Probably at places like this where I could fit it in conveniently while not messing it up because I want it to be integrated as part of the sphere rather than outside of the sphere. And of course my water breathing potions have run out. But I think that's a good place to stop for today's episode. Next time we are going to get a little bit of light to this place and also do the second phase where we are at least going to have our 8 areas. We're going to have the brick thing in there, then we can start filling in there. The question is, should I have any glass or not? I'll need more sand for that. I'll have to think of that. But that's between now and the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft, Welstopia.